Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. Today we have this math Olympiad before us here. The question is x plus y equal to 4. This is given as equation 1 and xy equal to 9 all over 2. This is given as equation 2. What is the value of xy that will satisfy these equations? So, how do we solve this? If you're new here, this is Math Prowess. We will learn mathematics all the time. We release at least a video every day, and any of the days we fail to release a video, expect to the next day or two. And so, how do we go about this? So, let's take the first thing first, our solution. Solution. All right. Now, look at the two equations here. From equation 2, which is this, let's make x the subject of the formula. So here, if we want to make x the subject of the formula, we have to divide through by our y. So this is going to give us here our x will now be equal to 9 all over 2 all over y. Okay, so if we manipulate this or we work this out, this is going to give us 9 all over 2y, right? So therefore, we now have our x is equal to 9 all over 2y. Okay, so let's take this as equation 3. So if we hold this as equation 3, all we just need to do is to put this equation 3 into your equation 1. For our equation 1, right? So let's put equation 3 into equation 1. Okay, let's put it right here. Say put equation 3 into equation 1. So what is our equation 1? We know that our equation 1 is x plus y equal to 4. So wherever we see x, let's put in this value in there. So if we do that, this is going to give us, this implies that our 9 all over 2y, right, there plus our y, this is equal to 4. Okay, now we want to eliminate these 2y at the denominator here. So we multiply through by 2y. So let's go ahead and do that. So this will give us 9 all over 2y okay, times 2y. Okay, let's put this in bracket. Then plus our y times 2y. Let's put this in bracket equal to 4 times 2y. Okay, of course we know this and this will leave. So we're now left with our 9 plus this times this will give us 2y to the power of 2 is equal to 8y. So we can rearrange this equation very easy. So move this to this side of the equation. So this will give us 2y to the power of 2 and minus 8y plus 9. This is equal to 0. So what kind of equation is this? This is a quadratic equation. So we want to solve this quadratic equation using the formula method. Okay, so from here we'll say using formula method. Using the formula method. Okay, so for us to use the formula method, let's bring out our formula. We know that our y will now be equals to minus b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac everything all over 2a. So all we need to do is to bring out the value of a, b, c and substitute them into this equation here. So from the original equation here, we have our a equals to 2, then our b is equal to minus 8, and our c is equal to plus 9. Right? Okay, so let's substitute. Substituting, this will give us our y will now be equal to minus bracket minus 8 close bracket plus minus the square root of minus 8 all to the power of 2 minus 4 into what is our a? Our a is 2. So we have here 2 close bracket into our c is plus 9 close bracket everything all over 2 into our 2, close brackets. I believe there's no confusion here, right? So we have our y. We have y will now be equal to minus times minus will give us our positive 8. The plus minus here. The square root. Okay, so the square of minus 8 will give us plus 64. So we have here 64. Then minus here 4 times 2 will give us 8, and 8 times 9 will give us 72. So we have 72. Or it's like too long. Let's go on. So everything here all over 4. So we can equally do our subtraction here. So we're going to have here 8 plus minus the square root 64 minus 72. That will give us minus 8. We have here to be minus 8 and all over our 4 here. Now we have minus 8 here. We can rewrite minus 8 in a very simple format. This will give us 8 plus minus, okay, the square root of minus 1 times the square root of 4 times 2. Okay, this is all over 4. And we all know from our imaginary number, we know that the square root of minus 1 is equal to our I. So we can bring in I into the system here. So this is going to give us our y will now be equal to our a plus minus our I. Now the square root of 4 is 2. So we're going to have here 2, okay, then into square root of 2, everything all over 4. So rewriting this will give us here a plus minus 2i into the square root of 2 all over 4. From here, we can rewrite this expression here. Very easy. So this is going to give us here our 8, the all over 4, the plus minus 2i into the square root of 2 all over 4. So 4 here 1, 4 here we have 2, then 2 here we have 2, 2 here we have 1. So we now have this to be our 2, the plus minus our I into the square root of 2 all over 2. So we have two solutions from here now. So what are the two solutions we have from this expression? Easy. So we're going to have our y1 is equal to 2 plus square root or I to the square root of 2, okay, all over 2. Then our y2, this is equal to 2 minus I into the square root of 2 all over 2. Okay, so let's keep these two answers here. Now, in the question, we're asked to solve for our x and y. Look at the question here, what we're asked to look for here, right? Okay, x and y, right? So, how do we get our x from here? We have to consider our equation 3, because in our equation 3, we've made x the subject of the formula already, which is it. So from here, we can easily say from equation 3, let's say from equation 3, so what is our equation 3? We have our x is equal to 9 all over 2y. Okay, so wherever we see our y, we put in our x. And again, we have y1 and y2. So here it's going to give us our x1 will now be equal to our y all over 2 into, look at our y1, this. Okay, so we're going to have this to be 2 plus I into root 2 all over 2 close brackets. Let's extend this. Okay, so this is going to give us here our 9 all over. We're going to have 4 plus 2i into root 2, everything all over 2. Yeah, I believe there's no confusion here. And again, from here, this can go with this. Again, so this is going to give us here our 9 all over our 4 plus our I into into root 2. Okay, so how do we simplify this expression here now? It is easy. If you have a sound knowledge of sword, we just have to rationalize the denominator. Okay? Okay, so we find the conjugate of this denominator and then we rationalize. So how we do that is going to give us here, we have our 9 times conjugate of this, which is 4 minus I into root 2 with bracket all over our 4 plus I root 2 multiplied by its conjugate, which is 4 minus I root 2 close bracket. Okay, we are headed somewhere. This is equal to, let's keep the numerator first. So we have here 4 minus I root 2 bracket everything all over. Now, because this is a conjugate to this, we're going to take 4 to the power of 2 minus this second term to the power of 2. So let's just quickly do that. So we have here 4 okay, to the power of 2 minus I then root 2 all to the power of 2. Okay, so this will give us here our 9 into 4 minus I into root 2 close bracket. Then everything all over here, we're going to have 16 minus. Now, remember we said that the square root of minus 1 is equals to I. So if we square both sides of this expression here, we're going to have minus 1 is equals to our I square, right? So this square here, we affect this, so we're going to have I square then into square root of 2 to the power of 2. So this I square is going to give us here bracket minus 1 close bracket. Then this square will cancel this square root. So this is going to give us times our 2. So if we rearrange this or write this out, it's going to give us 9 into 4 minus our I into root 2 close bracket everything all over 16 plus, because this time this will give us plus, right? So we have the 2. So we can add up this to give us our 9 into 4 and minus I into root 2, okay, close bracket, everything all over 18. Then 9 here 1, 9 here will give us 2. So this will end up giving us our 4 minus I into root 2. Then we can write this as separate. So this one here we have 2. So we now have this to be our 2 minus I root 2 all over 2. So again, mind you, we have our y1 here, right? Okay, so let's draw our y1 down to this side. So we have our y1 is equal to this. All right, so sorry, this is our x1. Rather, we've already solved our y1. So this is our x1. Now, if we substitute our y2 into equation 3 again, which is this our equation 3, if we substitute this into it, it's going to give us our x2 to be, so we're going to have our x2, our s2 will be 2 there plus I into square root of 2 all over 2. Okay, so these are the two values for our x1 and x2. So in all, what are the pairs of value for our x, comma, y that will satisfy this equation? So we're going to have here, when our x is 2 minus I root 2 all over 2, then look at our y1. We have the positive of it. So this is going to give us 2, then minus I root 2, okay, all over 2, okay, comma, then our y1, look at our y1, which is this. So our y1, we have it to be 2 plus I root 2 all over 2, okay. Then the other part of it, we have when our x2, which is this, we have it to be 2 plus I root 2, okay, all over 2. Then what is our y2? our y2. Look at our y2 here. This is our y2. Okay, so we have our y2 to be the negative of it, which is 2 minus I here, the root 2, will bracket all over 2. Okay, all right. So these are the roots to our original Math Olympiad. If you've learned something from this video tutorial, I'll give the video a thumbs up. And if you have any question with regards to any of the steps we apply in solving this math problem here, then do not hesitate to drop it in the comment section because we are there to reply to your comments. Again, this is Math Prowess, and if you not subscribed, do it to subscribe. At Math Prowess, we bring math solutions all the time for your learning, for your fun. Thanks for watching from the beginning to the end of this challenge. We love you. Until we see you in our next video, keep watching Math Prowess.